Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another stream highlight. Now this one was so goddamn crazy and weird that I had to make a video about it. You guys were getting hella gay in the comments, and I just thought it was the funniest, weirdest shit ever, and I wanted to share it with all of us as a community, because it was super weird and it was a great stream, and hopefully you guys come by streams and all that lovely stuff. We were playing Borderlands, but we were doing this new thing where I was just essentially looking at the chat and record a gameplay in the background. That way you guys can both have pretty decent gameplay and also my full attention. So yes, that is what we do on Saturdays. Fridays typically are live streams, live streams, I guess. But anyways, hopefully you enjoy. Bye.
Hello, Carthage. You're always the first. Carthage is hello once again.
I hope you're all happy as I am. God damn it. I hope you're all happy as I am while eating this giant fucking cookie. Fine, Carthage, you go to town, my dude. On a side note, there is so many godly weapons in the new DLC for Borderlands, man. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of like Gearbox was like, you know what? Fuck you then. How about that? Here's all of it. It's just like, oh shit, okay. Thank you, I guess. What is the occasion and or how did you come to possess such a giant fucking cookie? Are you fucking leaving your house?
You're not supposed to do that or something.
Or I don't know. Everyone's starting to like leave or something. At least in the US, I've heard that. You guys are starting to open up, which is a move for sure. I'm not sure if it's a proper move or I don't know nothing. It's basically where I'm at as well. Also, this is me testing some weirdness, trying to see if this build works. Like I had other weapons in my inventory, so I was trying to see if it works. This is before we really had a handle on Mayhem 10. I filmed this 2 days ago. The second day that Mayhem was activated. Zombie, what's good, Zombie? Zombie says hi, hello, Zombie. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Hopefully nothing crazy happened. On a side note, this shirt, or this camera really doesn't like this shirt. You guys see how it has that weird wavy format? It's because this thing has like the slightest texture in it, and cameras, man, they just start like, their eyes start bleeding when they see any sort of pattern, like lines, like a line shirt. God, heaven help you. You're not, it's not gonna happen. Angle's popping in. Angle, how are you? Angle says, well, hello there, Blush. Alright, Angle, keeping it weird, sure. This is Luca, popping in once again, saying, hey there, Grin. How are you doing today? I'm doing fucking great, Luca. Pretty chill stream, though. Again, we're hands-free. I recorded some gameplay that way I can dedicate all of my attention to the chat and my incessant ramblings. So yes, I think I was telling you guys that about that a couple days ago. I really want to get a blood test, not only to find out if I'm like the very yikes version of the corona thing, because yeah, apparently the coronavirus, when you have, I think it's blood type A or something, that it's just like everyone who has this has gotten real sick. And I'm like, uh-oh. Turns out my mom is actually that blood type, and she's also immune compromised. I'm terrified. Anyways, I wanted to see what blood type I am, but I also, there are like certain things that you hear on like advertisements, whether it's through podcasts or like sponsored YouTube videos or whatever. Apparently you can like send in your blood work to these people, or maybe you can even just get it tested through your local hospital. But I want to see what all my levels are, like in terms of like how much zinc do you have in your system. But the one thing that I'm really curious to see is apparently if you do those tests, it actually can tell you how much you're, like if you're exercising too much, because you'll have like your blood basically is filled with this kind of protein that's like a damaged protein or something like that. Or it could just tell that your blood has too much of, I think it's acid or something. It's something that releases when you're in your muscles. So I would love to see if I'm like actually breaking myself to the point where I can't repair myself quick enough. Bit freaked out about that. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but who knows. Also, what's good, chicken? Chicken popping in. Zombie says, anyone else lagging as hard as me right now? We shouldn't be. I'm outputting in the green. Green means it's fine on my end. What do you call it? Yeah, Zombie, I'm so sorry, but your internet connection may just be like a dying flame. But anyways, good to have you here regardless. Regardless, guys, my plans for today were to watch The Midnight Gospel, but I never got around to it. Do you guys ever like just, you have like a general idea, like I need to get stuff done today, but then you're like, but what if I do this instead? And then you do this instead. And then like, what if one more time I do this instead? And then it's 5. And you're like, oh, shit. Or worse, it's 4:30 and it's at the perfect time when you could either like decide to, it's like enough time to where you could maybe get something done, like an hour and a half. You could like maybe dedicate some time to doing something, right? But then you're sitting there in the back of your head like, well, I could just like relax. Like this could be my relax day and I could just not do anything in that 1 hour 30 minutes. Now, in my defense, this is what happened today. In my defense, I didn't know what video to make today. Usually I have like a preamble before I do it. Like I'm like, okay, tomorrow we need some Warframe because I want to start grinding Warframe again. We're gonna play some Warframe, do the War Within, boom, bam. Same thing. It's like, oh, we have too many Try Not to Grins. We can't make those for a little while. Angle says it's 2 a.m. I am watching a Canadian dude. Fucking yes, you are. I'm sorry. Also, the Canadian dude makes it sound weird. Like it's 2 a.m. I'm watching this fucking Canadian dude, you know. I'm not sure if there's any love behind it, but then in the follow-up, Angle says, and I love it. Okay, thank you, Angle, you're lovely. Lucas says every single day that happens to you. We're like shit. Nub says not late in all caps. What is with people who don't like when people reply in all caps? I feel like it's just like it's not that bad, you know. I maybe it incites that if people are yelling, but I mean, how fragile are your ears? I mean, you're just reading it, right? Like, you're not actually getting attacked. Like, when someone's yelling in your face, then it's an issue. But otherwise, who cares? Nub says, all caps, warrior, assemble. Oh, jeez. Big yikes. Also, Stitch popping. What's good, Stitch? Stitch says, my man, I'm tired sitting here playing Sekiro. Fuck yeah, are you dying or are you mastered? I feel like at this point, there's two types of people who are playing Sekiro. Shadows die twice, if I'm not mistaken, but the game. To the people who are like, who just barely getting into it, or people who have like beat it 5 times and are just coasting at this point. Like they've memorized everything, they're just killing it. I don't ever want to be one of those people, but I think it's cool that so many people play the game, and it's insane that people. I think it is one of those games that does have a learning curve though, so I feel like you could just get really, really good at it just by virtue of playing it a good bit, you know? Or some games, there's like a cap on what you can do. Which is why I like games that have like builds and stuff like that, like a skill tree. That way you can always kind of like edge towards something that you could want. Zombie says, oh my fucking god, why? What happened? This is Lucas says, I'm honestly terrified to the idea that you are not going to be behind with that chair. What? Behind with the chat. Oh, sorry, chat, not chair. It's me. I'm so sorry, chat. My brain just refused to let me see. Oh shit. You want to talk about dyslexia, man? I've read the sentence like fucking 5 times. And my brain was like, no, idiot, you see chair. They always talk about chair in the streams. It's chair. You know. No. That makes so much sense. Lucas says, chat. Carthage is chair. The Carthage, still a proud member of the weird chair clan, okay? Stitch says, yeah, I just got the game today, recommended by a friend who had beaten it 5 times. Now, Stitch, I feel like that was a play by your boy, your friend, who was like, I'm gonna flex on my friend. I'm gonna say I beat it 5 times. He's gonna play an hour and get just fucking cry from blood's gonna come out of his eyes because it's gonna be that hard. And then he's gonna know how good I am at video games. Turns out it's a video game. Who gives a shit? But you should probably stick to it and play it because I hear it's great. Although it is one of those games where I feel like it is just, personally for me, it seems like too much. Like, I feel like Bloodborne was that happy medium where you could be like, okay, there was a secret ending. You could kind of fuck with that, right? You could you could mess around with some different weapon types, play it a couple more times, cool. Sekiro just seems like it's just, like there's a lot. And there's like different levels. It's like when you start talking about like multi-dimensional shit with your friend that does way too much drugs, you know? And you're like, God, we're too deep in this point. I'm watching this podcast by Joe Rogan. It came out today, and he has like Duncan, which is one of my favorite guests that he has on his podcast. And the dude is like both beautifully eloquent and feels like he's what I thought a person who did too much drugs would be, but somehow, some way, has not melted his brain yet, you know what I mean? And still is really coherent, which is cool. And that's why he's also the person that made The Midnight Gospel, which I've only watched 1 episode of, so I should probably chill out in terms of like promoting it so much to you guys, because you guys could be like, episode 6 turns to shit, I don't know. But I hear it's great. Carla says it's definitely not for everyone. Yeah, that's true. I could definitely see it. But to me, with that being said, though, it is apparently like it was like the number 2 trending in the entire world or something weird. So it's successful, which is nice. So I like that dude produced something that was successful. You know, a lot of times people will produce things and then it fails, and you're like, oh shit. Okay, well, shit. Damn it. Zombie says, I feel like my stream has a bigger delay than anybody else's. Uh-oh. Well, it's probably not that. I just don't want to lose anyone's chat comment, so I just read the top of the chat so I don't lose your guys's voices. Carthage says, haha, Ninja has been converted. Oh god, Carthage is recruiting now. Big yikes. Well, he hasn't seen Let It Die yet. That is not a video game. It's a life-sucking machine. Yeah. Although Let It Die is also like, I don't know how to put it, man. A life-sucking machine is not a bad way to put it. But to me, Let It Die is also just like, I don't know, man. It's like a certain kind of person that I feel like can get any sort of enjoyment out of that game, if that makes any sense. And I think it's so few that like you gotta find some sort of community in that bunch of weirdos, because it is like this glutton for punishment, but also like we're all inching towards a higher step, if that makes any sense. Yeah, the weird game for people to like have a cult following around it and etc. And to be a part of that weird community is nuts. Stitch says, I've also played a bit of newly released Predator Hunting Grounds. Stitch, I've what do you call it? Good old Funhouse actually voices, and Sark are voices in that damn game. Also, that game seems like it seems good, but it also seems like it's very broken. Kind of like, what was that other game that people play a lot of? Dead by Daylight. Kind of has that same vibe when it first came out, where it's like, there's something here, but it's pretty rough. You know, it's pretty rough around the edges and shit. Also, I hear the like, in Dead by Daylight, when the game first came out, where they didn't have too many mods, it was really hard to play that game as the survivor and supposedly win. Then again, there may have been a learning curve, but it seems like in Predator, it's just really hard to win as the Predator. So I don't know. I'm hoping that kind of gets balanced out, because I feel like it'd make for better content. Because I'd want the Predator to win more than the fucking soldiers, if that makes any sense. I don't know why, but I'm just like, this alien with all the space technology gets wrecked by some like smelly human. I don't know. It seems not good. Zombie says, to me, Let It Die is a rage game. I deleted it 3 times. Really? I never got to deleting it. I just walk away at that point. I don't think I ever let myself simmer that hot where I punched the wall. The last time I got really angry was actually in a Doom video, where I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just having a bad day or something. But I smashed my indestructible fucking PS4 controller, because those things are made of titanium or something. So they're so well built. So I smashed my controller, and then I'm the kind of person that doesn't like, I'm gonna punch a wall so much as I just go like, I just shake, and I'm mad, and I just slow down, and I'm just like, and if somebody touches me in this moment, I'm just gonna go catatonic and just rip someone's throat up. It's bad, but I usually just stop, slow down, and like tremble in anger, which is not, I'm not sure if it's better than just like punching a wall, like, get it out of me kind of thing. But you know, Carthage says, it will devour your soul if you let it die. Yeah, I could see that. That's fair. So at least you came back, Zombie. You got persistence in your body, which is good. Nub says, yeah, by episode 2 he has gone to World of Money, but Parasite Race, and I'm really curious what the story behind it is. Yeah, but Nub, see, like, that's the thing. You, like, that possibility was never an option, because it's not like a Rick and Morty kind of action. Like, the idea of like going to different dimensions is an interesting idea for a show. But when you know that the backstory is like their only source material is a podcast, it's like, oh, they can't do that, you know? So I understand that sentiment of it being annoying. Episode 1 was fine because it was a normal world. Oh, I see. So you're annoyed that they're introducing cool ideas, but they're not like actually explaining those ideas because of the constraint with the whole podcasting. That makes sense. What Duncan did with Joe Rogan, which is the guy who made the show. But the last episode seems really interesting because he says it's based on a podcast that he did with his mother that died 2 weeks later. So that will be an interesting podcast, or an interesting like final season finale. Which to me, again, it's way more of a sentiment to art, like the whole weird Midnight Gospel. At least to me, it seems like it's way more artsy because of that idea of like, oh, we gotta do a video or a series or an episode on, you know, me talking to my mom, and I'm assuming there's gonna be tears, and I think she's probably sick or something, maybe dying of cancer or whatnot. But it just seems like woo, rough. It seems like if anything, I just want to watch that episode. So maybe watch that if you're not into it or whatnot, or maybe just go online and find out what are like the good episodes worth watching, you know, or just play games, whatever you want. Into those halls, floors again. Well, that's nice, Luca. At least, like, Luca, you have forethought. For me, I'm just like, I wake up one morning and I'm like, I want to go there. Why? Is this the right optimal time to go there? No. I'm going there. Okay, let's map out some sort of way to get there. But Luca has the foresight to be like, you know what? This event's going on. Let's go ahead and like bypass the annoyance of having to level up lower tier things. See, now Luca, I have the different brain where I would just be like, why? I don't want to level up the lower tier stuff because that's a bunch of fucking work that I don't know what I have to gain besides maybe fun shot, which is good, but I don't want it that bad, you know? Well, first of all, Carthage is giving me a bag full of memes. Feels weird, but I'll take it. Zombie says, I'm, a meme a day keeps the depression away. Oh, geez, Zombie, please. Just keep smiling and whatnot. Sherlock, watch it, says Angle. Aggressive. Very aggressive, but maybe. I feel like it's a show that, dude, I got like, I talked to you guys about like the anime playlist or anime bookmarked folder that I have that just keeps growing, where it's like, oh, this show seems like passable, like not great, but I'll watch it. And I just have it like keep growing. I also have a fucking TV series list that I want to watch. I want to finish off. Yeah, I only watched like 3 episodes of Preacher, but I really liked it. And I'm like, all right, I want to. That's in that folder. I want to watch Preacher. Legion, which I thought was really good. I got like 4 episodes into the next season, and then I thought I'll watch anime instead. But I did enjoy what I watched. So yeah, though it's a nice challenge, you will often feel hunted as the predator. That's fucked up, which I don't like. As you end up fearing the soldiers more than they fear the predator. That's so not good. What the heck? The amount of fun you have depends on how you play with who you play with. Got it. Let It Die was the only game I wanted to beat, and I did it. Hell yeah, Zombie. Well done. Nice job. Angle says, Let It Die is the only game I never could imagine me beating. Me to beat? Really? I feel like you do it. It's not that hard. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is honestly just a test of will. Like it's not like skill really comes into play. It's more technique. I'd say Let It Die is more technique in terms of like just knowing how to do things in the right order. Like get a proper armor set. Like that's what made the 2 months really fast for me. Is that I just like bit the dust and I just chewed through enemies, even though I had a really shitty hockey stick, because I just knew how to use it. And you have to wait till you get to like the 40s in order to farm red steel, but I still use my hockey stick all the way up to like, I think it was Gendai or something in the 20s to 30s. I ended up using it still. And yes, I definitely think you can absolutely beat the game. It's just, you gotta chip away at it and just don't divert, because that's why it took me so long to beat the game as well, is that I kind of fucked around where I'm like, oh, what's over here? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, what's over here? I like this armor set. Why are you leveling this up? It has no defense. I don't know. I think it looks cool. And then that was like 4 months. Anyways, I wish they kind of did something more interesting with Borderlands, but at this point, I just really hope they kind of tie up all their loose ends, because they have this thing with Maya and Lilith that's kind of just hanging about. But there was like a lot of stuff in the pre-sequel that they kind of set up, which I think they just got redacted, where like they showed Lilith and Roland being kind of shitty, like just bad people. Like they showed all the Vault Hunters being just kind of trash, which I thought they maybe pay forward, where like Lilith ends up being kind of like showing her colors maybe once or twice, and maybe having an event that actually makes her a good person rather than just fighting for herself kind of thing. But I don't care about all that anymore. I just want to see Krieg and Maya be happy together. So that's all I want. Which is saying in the next DLC that Krieg's gonna be there. Maybe, hopefully. Chicken says, why does online school get more stress out than IRL school? Probably because you're kind of held accountable by your own virtue. So it's not even like, yeah, that would drive me nuts. Although maybe I think I might actually prefer it actually. Because I do pretty good when it's like, when I hold myself accountable, right? Because I feel like when you're at school, that's a part of it, is like that you have to show up, because what else are you gonna do? You just fucking hang out in the halls for the umpteenth time and skip class and do nothing. So you gotta fucking go there and get it in. Whereas if you're at your home, you could play some video games, you could do some of this, do some of that. So then it ends up kind of being that, which I feel like would be quite stressful. Oh, from like, yeah, I mean, I understand Carthage's point. I agree that like you're taking a place that is supposed to be a relaxing area. Like I think that's what a lot of people say about working from home, where you take like you basically combined what should be relaxing time for you. Also, motherfucking BT just subscribed with a tier 1 subscription as well. This is the thing I was freaking out about. Fucking BT has been subscribed for 23 motherfucking months. What is happening? That is nonsense, BT. Holy shit. BT's been in our community for a long time. But also, thank you, BT. I don't deserve you. I appreciate you greatly. You're lovely. Again, the story in Borderlands 3 was, to me, just hot garbage. Like, it was so... Especially when you got, like, Handsome Jack, which was such a, like, a fucking good character. And then we just basically get some boiled down, like... one-note, extremely one-note characters, where at least Handsome Jack had moments where he was like, oh, I understand why you're the fucking leader of a giant corporation. Like, you're charming. You have this, like, nature to you that is endearing. You're an awful, horrible person that scoops people's eyes out with spoons, but I could totally tell how you're there. Whereas the Calypso twins are just like, I'm evil. Guess what? I'm more evil. Guess what? New powers, and I'm annoying, and guess what? I'm evil. And it's like, wow, this is boring. This is just like the same shit on repeat. Anyways, makes sense. You're talking about someone else. Also, our fucking boy, Lone Syndicate, popping in. Hello, Lone Syndicate. Lone Syndicate says, sup, Grin, how are you? I am lovely, Lone Syndicate. Hopefully your life is good and happy too. It's been a while since I've seen you. But hopefully everything is on the up and up. I think I seen you last time, like at the very last part of the stream, maybe. My memory might be fucky though. I don't know, probably. Jesus Christ. I don't know why, Lucas messages, my brain melts. I completed the Naked Victory, no deaths, on live the other day, which in my opinion is the hardest quest in Let It Die. Wants to know the reward for that, or want to know the reward for that? 1 death medal. Floor 41, naked, using only fists, and defeating bosses. And the final boss. All for 1 death medal. See, now, Luca, I agree with you. That's nuts. What is more interesting to me is why. You know what? You probably looked into the reward you got. Why would you? Why would you do that? What? At first, I was like, "That's fucked up." Gung ho, grasshopper manufacturer. How could you do someone dirty like that? And I'm like, wait. Who goes into that kind of ass beating? What? Look, that's. At some point, you've had to have been like, what is happening? why am I doing this for 1 death? I mean, I get there's like some comeuppance or some shit, but Jesus. Fuck, that's trash. That sounds like again, maybe you didn't know. Maybe you're like, I'm gonna get 100 death medals or something, or no one knows what you get when you complete it. But shit, that sounds horrible. Jesus. Angle says, I am only 7 months. I bow for you, Master BT. Oh, I bow to you for. I mean, fucking. Hey, all of y'all who give me even 1 month or anything is nuts. Angle, don't do this to me. Thank you for everything you've given me as well as everyone else. It is just one of those. Like, to me, when I see 23, it just makes me think, holy shit, has that person like stuck with me for too long at this point? So I gotta give them some sort of like. Actually, it's not even. I gotta give. I can't even hold that back. The insanity of it all. Almost caught up to BT. I'm at 21 months. You don't need to compete. I appreciate any little thing. Y'all don't need to do that for me, but I appreciate it greatly. Angle says, I bad you got this. All right, Angle. I feel like Angle just wants to like worship somebody a little bit. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a minute. My voice. That happened to my brother the other day where he just had like a vicious voice crack. And I was like, hot damn. I have never heard my brother had a voice crack. Little old me, definitely when I was younger, constantly. Also, hi, hello. You say, hey bro, play Let It Die please. But why? But we're playing Borderlands, which is fun. It's consistently updated with content. And it's very chill. And also, I can download save files, which means I don't have to grind for 10 years. We'll play Let It Die at some point, too. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy the moment when there's a game that actually has content. All right? I'm not throwing shade. This is just facts. Okay? There's nothing to do in the game besides the shit that's already been in the game since for like 5 months. So we'll make content on the game still. But for right now, there's other games that are like, we have things. I'm like, you. Good. Good. You guys ever like scratch your eye and then you somehow manage to like push all of your eyelashes directly into your eye socket and you're like, what happened? What'd I do? I made it worse. Lucas says, ha ha ha, because the feeling you get when you finish it is unique. Okay, it's not worth one death medal, but it's you just focused on proving to yourself that you can do it, and it's not impossible when you feel amazing once you finish it. All right, that makes sense to me. At least yeah, that makes sense. Now, with that being said, and I succumb to this in different ways. Like, I watch anime like a loser, and then I'm like, well, where did all that time go? I could have dedicated that to learning anything. But it seems like the majority of your journey, Luca, doing this climb is a nightmare. And then you get this one final hit at the end of the encounter. Whereas I'm pretty happy with the whole way through watching anime, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a weird quantifiable joy level that I'm not sure if you're in the positive for joy had for a moment. But with that being said, I definitely could say you're grizzled in terms of completing things that probably have very, very little enjoyment in the middle. Luca, are you good at math or messing with stocks? Because I hear they're both nightmares to do, but have very good end goal, money, everything like that, job security, all that. I just realized you're not playing. I'm this good that I'm just not looking at the yes. Now that's what we do on Saturday streams. That way I can dedicate all of my attention to you guys, as well as you guys don't get to see like dog trash gameplay where I'm just in a pause menu forever. But I have the hope in the future to basically turn this into like a kind of like a show where I can hit a button and we could be like looking at memes. I would listen to you guys as if you guys want to make song requests, you want to listen to some weird shit, we could do that too. Kind of like the just chilling sector of Twitch, except I don't have tits or anything. Do you guys hear about that Alynia shit? Lydia? Well, fuck, I can't say her name. She like drugged her cat or something with alcohol. I'm over exaggerating, but it was crazy. Apparently she had nip slip and she's fucking fine. I'm not sure if we should talk about this because I might get killed. But I was looking at Twitter because I seen that it was trending, and I was like, what is Alynia in the technology sector trending? Turns out they just had nowhere else to put this kind of like affiliation of what this is. So yeah. She showed her nip, and everyone was more upset about the color of her nip than the breaking TOS or whatever. You say the truth, I'm Brazilian, and I don't even understand what you say, but I like your videos. That's fucking weird, but awesome. Cool. I'm not sure. Cool. Very cool. Nothing is getting across, but neat. Literally, that's how you say it, right? Is she Portuguese? I'm Portuguese too, and I don't like that. Don't be pulling our people down like that. Stitch says, bro, I've been here every week lately. Has it always been like this? No. Fridays, we play live, and then Saturdays, I was like, you know what? I want a day, because sometimes I feel like I'm split, like I can't look at the chat enough, and I look at here. So I just wanted to basically give you guys my full attention on Saturdays, but Fridays we do live play, so yeah, it's not always. Also, Hello Phony says, that's amazing. What's amazing? You're amazing. How about that? Stitch says, you feel unobservant. Sorry, unobservant. Well, I don't think you're that. I think you're just chilling. You're my favorite kind of person, Stitch, as well as most of you guys are, which you just chill. We're just hanging out. We're not yelling at each other. Although that can be fun too. But yeah. Lucas says, the majority of that climb is composed by you running around floors, scared for your life, and then you shit your pants once you reach floor 40, and realize you have to defeat Cohen before Tira. Oh, right. Yeah. How many, did you just not use any death medals, Luca? Because that's the shit. Like, that's the run where you probably will use like 2 death medals, but they're like, hey, bitch, here's 1. Trash. Trash. I feel like the analogy, there is no greater analogy that I've ever made, which is Let It Die is like a really fucking toxic relationship. Like, you're getting shit on all the time. You're putting in a ton of fucking work with fucking nothing in return, only because this person is very hard to please, and you finally please them, and then you get relatively nothing in return. Yeah, it's literally only those who want a challenge, you know what I mean? But it's very toxic. A very toxic relationship. Also, a boy Fluff has entered the house with fucking magic. I'm a bunny with magic. If you're not looking at the chat, then it makes no sense. But I got fucking void magic. Also, I shredded my throat. Also, the Silent Demon says, Portuguese love, my brother. Oh, fuck yeah, the fucking Silent Demon. Yeah, I'm Portuguese and Native American, my boy.
My boy. My fellow boy. My fellow boy.
Man, there's not too many Portuguese people. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, you're Mexican and that's the same, right? And it's like, no, asshole. No, it is not. Get away from me. Carthage says, I haven't seen the nip slip. Ratio is fine. Oh, you've seen the nip slip? Yeah, it's all over Twitter. It's a lot of people are showing it. It's like one of the fast things. It's not like, oh shit, your dong was out for a long time and everyone got to see it perfectly and then it was like away. It was literally like it seemed like a flash, but it also seemed like, I don't know how you can argue that it was like somehow an accident. Like, how do you go to put something under your, because she's trying to put a pillow under her shit or something. How do you fucking just pow? You're trying to lift up your shirt, just stick a fucking a pillow, and then you're like, my hand just magically goes here, like all the way up. Ah, she's crazy. Just crazy. Carthage says, Fluff, Carthage. Hi, Fluff, hello. Weird back and forth. Angle says, and also, League is amazing once you really get into the depth of the champions you want to play. Like the items you want to use. Yeah, Angle, the only thing with those games that seems weird is like, I feel like, and I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way, but when it's like multiplayer games, like anything that's multiplayer and it's like a year in, I'm like, that like jumping into that ass beating seems so evil and mean that I'm just like, I'd rather not. I'd rather wait for another game. Like, you know what I mean? There's like a finite time when there's like for instance, people who are trying to get into Valorant right now. Like in a year, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get into that game. Like, there's gonna be so many people who are just razor sharp good at that game, and there's no hope for me, you know? Like, whereas when a new I think that's why FPSs do so well, is because there is that idea of like, this is gonna be like, I like this game, I'm having fun, this is gonna be my game, and then you put in the work, right? I had to learn many things about the climb by making mistakes, but I mean, they only give you one death medal. Are you really willing to spend DMs to get one death medal? Nah. But Luca, one death medal is like, if you do the conversion rate for a death medal to like kill coins and shit, death medals are trash, my guy. So I don't think there's an argument for it to do it, you know? Besides like what you said, which is I get a rush when I finally like succeed. I do this thing that's challenging. Like, I can get all that, but just like, even still, it is a testament to a force of will. That's all I'll say. Also, the fact that you have to die and repeat and you have to learn from your mistake, I don't even know how it's possible. Did you record that shit, Luca? That shit that you gotta put on like YouTube with a very like honest, very honest title where you're like, hey, I climbed to floor 41 and didn't use one death medal barehanded. And I Let Die doesn't get that many views because it's a kind of a niche game. But even still, the people will be like, fucking what? Like, at least then I can kind of comprehend, like, oh, maybe you're trying to build a channel where you just do nonsense, crazy, difficult things. But it's just like, for just you, man. Also, Luca, don't be selfish. Make that video, put it on YouTube. Make it so other people can see it and say, holy shit, good job, dude. Motherfucking Beastie, what's up, Beastie? Beastie says, hello, you beautiful people. I have returned. Good to have you, Beastie, always. Hopefully your day's been lovely. This is Lucas says, the cherry on top, earlier that day, I killed myself while grinding, so I had no free revive. Well, that's a fire under your ass for sure, Luca. Jesus. Engel says, nah, League is full of noobs. I'm level 43, and I yeet most 30s out of the way. Really? Hot damn. I bet that should feel good. Although, who's to say that they're a person that like got really into the game, then left, and then came back, and they felt like they lost all their skill? Mayhaps. Shit, I bought a death medal stew, and I got shit. See, chicken? That's why I will not do it. We've done it like 4 times, and it's been trash every time. It's giving me some sort of shitty like armor required blueprint, like a build blueprint, which has not a good amount of returns on investment. So I'm like, no.
We're talking about Alinity's nipple slip.
Well, you guys haven't fought me on, like, if you guys have seen it, it is like the most. The reason why I was laughing so hard just like a couple minutes ago is because the whole weird nip slip thing. I don't know how it happens. Like, who is like, she's trying to put a belt, like a pillow under her stomach, and then just somehow decides to go all the way up here. Like, what? How? Like, you're just trying to put something, like, just lift it up here. Like, why is it all the way? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what's happening? Like, Zombie says, my sister had some boy problem and I took control of the situation. Did you just fuck somebody up, ninja? Or zombie? Okay. Yeah, beat him. Okay, gotcha. How old is the situation happening? Maybe I don't want to know. Regardless, take care of your family, zombie. My bad for the language. Why? What happened? You know, it's not that bad for language. If anything, I'm terrible at reading. If you guys are patient with me, then I have no. You guys can fuck up as much as you want. Yeah. Oh, also about the nationality, I'm German. German with like 1/4 Italian blood. Ooh, I'm not sure why. When I see a German, I think of like a really white person. Maybe that's fucked up, but even still. Now, with that being said, I see a white person with a strong jaw. I'm not gonna say blonde hair, blue eyes, because then that just gets fucking not okay. But prejudice and like bad, what is it? Stereotypes. There we go. If you're just like dropping like, not even if you're dropping a lot of swears, I'm not that guy. You can swear as much as you want around me. I sometimes just like, I just squeeze it into anything. Like I find that when I'm really tired, I'll just be like, oh, I'm fucking hungry, and I'm like, that wasn't necessary. I could have said I'm hungry. You know what I mean? Like BT says, I've missed you wonderful bastards, as he takes a bite out of what maybe is a heart, but maybe also looks like a bum. I don't know. Regardless, I missed you too, Beastie. Carter says, did you kick his ass, Ninja? His ass deserves more kicking. Okay. Hell yeah. Also, what's good, Crush? Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're taking care of yourself. Crush says, Logan, my boy, how you been, son? I've been great, Crash. Thank you so much for asking. How have you been? I'm more interested in you. Nothing's happened. The world's fucking on fire. What do you want? No, I'm kidding. It's been pretty chill until it's not. Then I'll let you guys know about it. Lucas says, and now that you make me think about it, I know I must have told you already in the past, but your work here and on YouTube is amazing, and the quality of your and your videos and the entertainment of your lives are really impressive. You are able to make everyone smile and keep the conversation alive and interesting every single time. I don't think that's true, Luca. People. Yeah, I talk too much. I'm a weirdo who goes on his own rants, who cares about weird things. Yeah, I very much appreciate you though. Very kind. I do my best. That's all I'll say. Don't want to get a fucking big head. But anyways, love you, Luca. My ethnicity is fucking white boy. And you can't leave off the fucking. I mean, hey, that's great. There's that's a weird bit of business. That's like the social shit that I just never got. The whole like, I don't know. It's like you can't be racist towards white people, and it's like, what the fuck's happening? That's the most racist thing you could say. What are you talking about? Anyways, people are crazy. It's like I don't know. The title I seen, it was like a news story, but it was like the next Star Wars is gonna be like a female only kind of thing, and I was just like, what? Star Wars used to be like, Darth Vader is gonna fucking wreck shop or something, or like Darth Vader's son's gonna be in the next spin-off series. Now it's like, but gender is this and that, you know, and I'm just like, okay. I don't know. Shrub, what is that? Oh, that's it. That's the end of it. Hey guys, guess what? I'm giant. I'm too big, and I'm all up in your business. Now check out this build. Give it a minute, it's gotta load. Also, then be my sleeping pills right by my bed, because I have problems sleeping like mad. Anyways, stop it. That's the podcast I was listening to while I was playing. That's why we can't hear any game volume, because I was listening to a lovely podcast.
Ooh, Carthage says, does giant GRINNS smash?
What does that mean? Smash means like crush, or smash meaning like all right, Angle said, oh, it's some sort of, I think it's some shit. Some shit. If I say it, I feel like it could be me saying like the N-word a lot, and I'm like, no thanks. But I'm kidding. I was entirely joking. I don't think Angle will do that to me, but still. This is Lucas says, nah. Beastie says, look at the beautiful hunk of a man. All right, guys, chill out. Stop sexualizing me. This is harassment. This is harassment. Okay. Oh, you know what I don't want to lose? I do not want to lose flexibility with when I exercise. I feel like, what do you call it? You see a bunch of these dudes who are yoked to shit, but they have like zero mobility. And then you see like one dude who is shredded, who has like great mobility, and you're like, oh, muscles don't mean you lack mobility. This means you need to stretch, basically. I don't know what the fuck you guys done about. Oh, also, this is the build from Jadolts, which is the new Sandhawk, which is wrecking and is really good. Fluff says, what should be more important? For a moment, we had a giant chair. The fuck you had a giant chair? You have no chair now. Guess what? We standing. And I got a hunch. Cause y'all brought up the chair. Ooh, I'm like doing the splits right now. And I'm maybe leveled. Oh, this hurts a lot. Oh, okay, I could just kind of like lean. There we go. Yeah, lean. Stitch says, Logie, boo boo, I need... Gross. Stitch, yuck. I don't know, dude. Do it, man. Go to the washroom. College says, you're right, Fluff. Giant chair is life. Well, giant chair is gone forever. Until my numbing knees are gonna hurt a little bit. What do you call it? A card that says, no chair. And Zombie says, chair. Chicken says, kind of feel bad for my teacher. She started a school group called but no one joined it. Well, that's fucked up. Honestly, at this point, it's only you guys that could mess yourself up. You should show up. You should go to that damn call. Otherwise, you're gonna fail, and shit. Also, BC says, chair lives matters. How fucking dare you? How dare you start this thing? I'm gonna kill this damn chair, all right? Based on nothing but your guys' benevolent love for him. You know what really bothers me, guys? And it's like a weird thing, but it's when people don't do a proper push-up. You know what I mean? Some people do like, it's like called a tricep push-up, but then say it's a tricep push-up. Don't say like I can do 50 push-ups, because it's not a push-up, it's a tricep push-up. Tricep push-ups are like one of these. It's just trash. You gotta go all the way down. Fluff says, plan worked. He released the chair from its servitude. Big slap. Now is your chance to get a good eyeful of he working that booty with these splits. Jesus. Listen, guys, how dare you? How dare you? Convinced I had corona though, lol. I'll send the sound file of me breathing out on the Discord. Really, Crash? Jesus Christ, hopefully you're okay, buddy. Yeah. Also, Zombie says, no, the chair. Angles says, how dare you? I don't even need to see it. I don't even need to see that shit, Carla, just to know it's fucking Greta Thunberg. How dare you? Ah, too good. Too fucking good. That's so sad, man. We're like, the girl is like, you know, we should do better with our whole thing. But holy shit, that fucking, that meme is too good. It sucks that she was such a good meme, you know what I mean? How dare you? Zombie says, are you homosexual? Not homosexual, there's a difference. I like women, unfortunately, if that is the question. Lucas says, how are you managing gym/training with social distancing and quarantines? Luca, I have been going harder because I never exercised at the gym. I've always exercised at home, but also, which is actually kind of nice because right now I'm getting more into calisthenics, which is stuff that anybody can do anywhere. So it's just like doing a lot of push-ups, doing like handstand push-ups, stuff like that. And yes. But I've been recently getting into kettlebell stuff, which kettlebell stuff is fantastic. It's like where you swing this giant weight around. It's like a practical, actual strength. So you don't end up like looking like a bodybuilder, but you do end up having like the strength to actually like pick someone right off the ground, like squat someone, etc. Because you're holding the weight load on like here. You're having to course correct and whatnot, and also it helps your body get into alignment properly, which is good too. So if you kind of have bad posture and like your feet are flared out and stuff, it can help realign stuff like that, which I'm very much enjoying. Oh no, Lucas Zombie says, do you think it's gay to kiss the homies goodnight? If y'all don't want to put labels on it, then do you? But for me, that'd be a touch like too much. You know what I mean? Then again, I have very fragile masculinity, so, you know, that's just me. Carthage says, not if you say no homo first. Carthage playing the big brain move on this. Zombie says, no homo, homie. Zombie says, good. Demon Angel, what's good? Hopefully you're having a lovely night. Carthage says, as long as you say no homo, nothing you do is gay. Well, I mean... Sure, I mean, I can't quite contest, but do you guys? As long as you say no homo. This is Lucas says, you do calisthenics? I try to do. I do a little bit. I can do like a good amount of chin-ups, and I want to start. I've been for years now trying to get towards doing a ploach, and I can kind of get it. Yeah, I basically got to the point where I can take a purple band, which is like, I'm not quite at the red band, which are basically just different bands for resistances. But essentially, you hold, like I set it up on my feet, and then I lean forward and I try to hold my body. But dude, my dream is to like be able to do a ploach push-up, which for those guys who don't know what that is, basically the ground is here, and then you keep your hands at your waist, and then you push all the way up with just your hands. So your feet are basically floating, and then you lift yourself up with just your hands. It's like a notorious, like, monster strength level move. But will I ever get it? Probably not, because you also need to weigh like a feather. And yeah, but I want to work towards it because it's something. I'm close to getting it. I just need to do more dips and stuff like that, because you need to like reach a certain regiment in order to be able to start practicing to do it. Which I think I got the chin-ups, I got the push-ups, I got the like core strength, but I don't have the it's like dips. So you lean back on a board and you increase your weight up like that. Demon says the socks stay on during hugging the homies. Okay. Angle says, fucking your sister's boyfriend, no homo. Okay. What? What is the chat dissolved into? I'm entirely behind it. No pun intended, but still. Fluff says, do you see the announcement for Saints Row 3 Remaster? I did, Fluff. When is it? Is it out now? Because I wanna play that. That was a game that I really wanted to play, actually. It is just better graphics and whatnot, but I do believe the updates, right, Fluff? Did the updates come to PC as well, or is it just PS4? I think it's a PC as well. I'm gonna call you Oh Wait. Oh Wait says, is it gay to eat popcorn? You're basically eating a busted nut. These are the big questions that we gotta start answering, and I got nothing. These are for greater minds than I. Zombie says, if it's with the boys, you don't have to say no. Do you guys ever like listen to shit though? Like unironically, like hear people talk about something and you're like, wait, what? Like what dude? You're serious? Or like I heard like, what do you call it? There was a meme or something where I went to like the comments, and it was like a meme about like such a great feeling when you're like in bed having a sleepover in the same bed with your boys. And I'm not sure if I just had brothers and like anything remotely questioning sexuality was just stomped out, but that was weird to me. Like I'm like, what do you call it? I come from the same kind of people where it's like if you sit down beside one of your friends and your hands touch, you gotta be like, oh, fucking gross. And it is the most like fragile masculinity bullshit ever, but it's, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that it's not a big deal if one of your boys touches your hand and you're like, oh fuck, get away from me. Carthage says, don't know, you basically have to say no homo every time you eat a piece of popcorn. Okay. Are they behind? Oh god, I hope not. You guys, some person's gonna fucking come out of that door. What is his name? What is that guy? It's like dude who dances, and he's like, it's Ricardo. That's it. Ricardo's gonna burst that fucking door. I'm gonna be crying. It's gonna be a whole mess. Fluff says the trailer just listed Xbox One, but I assume it's going to all platforms. Yeah. Oh, the one I seen was offered a PlayStation. Weird. Chicken says, what is your favorite meme ever? Ooh. You know what? The only one that comes to mind that I think I love so much, and I'm not sure if you guys know it, but it's like that meme that like a person puts in the comments of memes, but it's like this kid who like bit a lemon and is like, he's just like, okay, bitch, like, ooh, creative. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's great. Zombie says, do you kiss the boys goodnight? No. Zombie says, I do. It's the boys. Stitch says, I'm touching your hand if I ever see you. I mean that's fine, because they're like, what do you call it? Yeah. Demon says, grabs the homie's hand passionately. Carthage says, I'm the kind of guy who, if my hand touches the hand of a good friend, I will grab their hand and interlock fingers without interrupting what I'm doing. Oh, fucking Carthage. I'm just imagining this. And I would literally just be like, what is happening? I can't tell you how it would just break my mind, where I'd be like, what? No! Get off me! Get off me! Zombie says, I swear I'm not gay. I didn't have to explain anything to me. I get it, Zombie. I used to say the same thing to Steven. If Thanos locked hands with me, I'm going with it. Why? Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. I don't know what to say to you guys. You guys are lovely, great, fantastic, but, ladies and gentlemen, we're winding down. Who the ever-living hell are we going to go rate? Is anyone streaming right now that you're like a friend of yours that you would vouch for, that's not a piece of shit, you know? Like a good person, maybe? Or even just not going to be a total dickhead, you know? Carter says, back in high school, I went to a friend's B-Day party, and another friend and I decided that we were going to pretend to be gay that night. We secretly... Why? We scared everyone into thinking we were actually gay, and we never mentioned it again. I'm crying, by the way. You guys are making me like tear up. That is okay. I don't know how to respond besides that's an interesting ass childhood.